I've got something a little bit different for all of you today, and it kind of involves how I make my videos, but that's not really what it's about. I get asked a lot of questions on how I edit my videos, and I've been asked a few times if I crack programs or pirate. Let me give you some backstory. I started Techlore with this old janky video created on a cracked version of Sony Vegas Pro 13. I was probably 14 or 15, somewhere in there, with no source of income, and I wanted to try putting some videos on YouTube because I had a lot of fun doing it, and I couldn't find any working free VPN guide when I made that first video. Ever since then, I just kept on uploading videos until it kinda turned into something. After a couple years of using Sony Vegas, I decided to make the switch to the Adobe suite, which is just like this whole new thing to go to, right? I was already using a cracked version of Photoshop, but I really wanted to switch to Premiere for video editing. I read awesome things about it and loved how it worked so well with Photoshop. Plus, looking down the road, I figured that I would want to eventually learn how to use After Effects, so it was a good long-term decision to move over to Adobe for the channel. So I transitioned to cracking the Adobe suite. However, as of December 2017, I am glad to announce that I have officially switched over to only using paid software for anything Techlore related. That means I purchased Windows Pro, purchased a monthly subscription for the Adobe suite, as well as any other software I use to make my videos, and I actually feel really good about it. So what's this video about? Well, I wanted to give my thoughts on cracking and pirating programs, and what I think about it. I've both purchased and pirated editing softwares, as well as Windows and anything in between. It's widely debated. People say it's immoral, people say it's 100% okay. As always, people say anything about everything without considering both sides. Here's what I think. I think it's ridiculous for there not to be a decent, easy to access, free editing program, and not what I call a template editor like Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, which does a lot of the work for you. I mean a legit program. Yes, you can use X and Y and Z, but in my experience, no free program was good, and trust me, I tried them all. And the good ones didn't have any decent features. Lots of people have to start somewhere, and if Adobe isn't able to offer a decent option for them with all of the features, it's hurting their long-term potential to express their creativity and eventually grow to be a large content creator, and I don't think that's right. However, I also am fully aware that Adobe is a business and they have to make money or else they'd go out of business. We all know this. Now I know what some of you are already thinking. Henry, Adobe does offer free products. You can actually download the whole Adobe CS2 suite online for free. Stop right there. CS2 was released in 2005. Let that sink in. It is missing a huge number of features released in the last 13 years. It is even fully optimized or compatible with modern operating systems. This is worse than Movie Maker, and I'm being damn serious here. Now, I do want to mention that when you crack programs, you don't typically have full functionality. This either means you can't get your hands on the newest versions of programs, you might be missing some features, or some tools just won't work altogether. When I was using cracked Adobe products, it felt more unstable, there was no Adobe cloud syncing, some of the features didn't work, and it was a pain in the butt to have to manually look for updates to the programs. And this is something that the anti-piracy people get wrong a lot. They think the programs work perfectly when they're cracked, and they don't. Lots of people who crack Adobe and other pieces of software can't afford to buy it, and they're willing to compromise for a worse experience. I want to remind you that the Adobe suite costs $50 a month. That's $600 a year. For some people, that's money they can't spend on their kids for their birthday and Christmas. It's a lot of money. Even the student discount, which is supposed to be cheap, is still $25 a month, which is still very expensive. Now, if you're really well off, you make a good amount of money, and you're cracking programs to save a few cents in your wallet, I believe you are the real problem. You really don't care about supporting the company, even though you're more than capable of doing so. This becomes even worse if you make a lot of money directly from your content creation. This software is what's giving you money. I mean, if you're not willing to give back, I have some big problems with that. please give back to the community so that the less privileged people can have the opportunity to be successful. If too many people are cracking Adobe, you bet your ass they're gonna crack down and ruin it for everybody. For me, I started paying for everything because I made a good enough amount of money off of my YouTube channel that the least I could do was to purchase the tools that got me where I am today. So a summary of my thoughts. As always, there are two sides to the story. Not four, two. And there are valid aspects to both of them. If you're well off, you better buy your software because it's how these companies stay in business, and it's a matter of doing the right thing. However, if you're a person who wants to start video or photo editing, maybe create a YouTube channel, and you really don't have the extra money to spend, I 100% recommend and support you crack whatever software you use to start off. I crack programs for my friends all the time who want to get into video editing, and to be honest, I think the company would want you to as well. They want to see you succeed as a content creator so that eventually you decide to genuinely buy it. It's better for you to crack the program and have the opportunity to eventually be able to pay for them than for you to not use the program in the first place. So those are my thoughts on pirating software. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it because it's very controversial, and I know that a good portion of my audience is under 18, so I'm sure lots of you have your own experiences pirating software. I'm also sure I'm going to get some rage comments for speaking about this, so let's hear them. Let's be civil. Speaking of, if you're ready to crack something and it needs to be torrented, you're going to need a VPN. Luckily, I talk about those all the time on my channel. I'll leave a link up here and below the video with both paid and free VPN options for all of you, which I thoroughly test to give you the best options. Don't forget to follow me on DTube, Instagram, and Minds, and I think, Discord too. Discord's a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and go chase your dreams.